What's going on, everybody? This is Lady Luck here again. Yes, I know it's late, but I wanted to do a quick live um just to kind of because it needs to be discussed. I apologize. I had to push back the live stream that I had scheduled originally for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time regarding the three experts that weigh in on Candace Owens and gave her a thorough assessment. One of those experts being Dr. Todd Grande is a licensed psychologist and therapist, and has a fantastic channel. He's known to give you know uh, these assessments and profiles. Um, and he did one with Candace specifically relating to the lawsuit with the Macrones. And then there were two other expert witnesses that gave some analysis. So I wanted to touch on that. I'm going to do that in a separate live. We also have a special guest that will be on Sunday um, by the name of John Wilson. He has a YouTube channel called Revealed Radio Network. And he did a video on Candace Owens. And I actually utilized part of his YouTube short in previous video for the live that I did, and he actually left a comment and gave some fantastic feedback. But I enjoyed the video that he has on his channel, so that will be scheduled and set up for Sunday 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Revealed Radio Network. John Wilson is his name, so that's going to be set up, and I'm going to do a post on it so you guys be able to check them out beforehand. But until then, we have this Twitter X. Now, I have a Twitter X account. I barely go on it because I just don't have time to keep up with what's going on over there. You have, content creators like Candace she's got over 5 million subs on YouTube and 7 million on Twitter X. So, when you're trying to still build up, it's a lot more difficult regarding the time to put into a social media platform than if you're already established with 5+ million supporters. So we're trying to hit 30,000 in the YouTube Lady Luck Club. So you guys make sure you're sharing this great content. Hit the like button and subscribe to the Lady Luck. Become a member. We're going to be checking out Superman in our members only live movie watch night. Be able to check out content we can't check out here on the main platform. And plus, I don't have to worry about it being demonetized because it won't be monetized either way. So we're going to have some fun. So consider becoming a member as well. Let's get to it. Thank you all for tuning in. I know it's late. We're doing a late live. This needs to be done. It gets to a point where, and it's not just, Candace insinuating Trump and the death of Charlie Kirk, but you have a candy ass that decided to attack in her name, and she has not said anything about that. And I have done a video myself personally in the LLC. You guys can check out the international headliner playlist, Candace Owens. And I said that you can't control your base, your platform, when you're taking tips from everywhere and you have over 5 million subscribers. You can't say what they will and will not do, especially in the name of Candace Owens. And with the way she has been recklessly, putting people in the line of fire to be subjected to cyber harassment and bullying and doxing. Her herself doing the same thing to individuals, to businesses, anyone that shows any interest in the death of Charlie Kirk. She's hounding them down and insinuating everyone is guilty now. We're all guilty. I mean, once she insinuated the U.S. military, I was done. You cannot be a respectable, active duty member or veteran and not take offense to that. And now she's going after Trump. I thought she supported him. I don't understand what's going on. But what really got me is this whole, one of the candy asses, as I call her, Cope Base now, going out and actually, you know, catching a charge in the name of Candace Owens. Some of us saw this coming down the pipeline, and Candace refused to stop with the BS before someone got hurt. And that happened. So, of course, she's not going to acknowledge it because that's too much like right. But first thing I want to do, this is my X account here. So you guys can follow me at Lady Luck Club LLC on Twitter X. And if you follow me, I'll follow you back. It's not, I still try to uh, reach out and communicate and have chats and follow up and check up on my, supporters here in the LLC. And so I told you guys I don't take the support you guys provide here for granted. There are over 1 billion users on YouTube, and you guys choose to hang out with me, and it's a blessing. I appreciate you all for that. So if you follow me on Twitter, X, whatever is it X, Twitter, whatever. I still see Twitter some places, X and others. But if you follow me on Twitter X, I will follow you back. And it will be my absolute pleasure to do that. And so we're going to check out this video of her talking about, it's all Trump's fault. And then I want to get to this post. Shout out to Milk Bar TV. Shout out to Milk Bar TV. He has a huge following on Twitter X. I also have reacted to a couple videos he's done on YouTube. But I think what he does is he puts the videos from Twitter X to the YouTube channel, as I've done today. Did it during my lunch break. Yay. So let's get to this. And it's only a minute, 28 seconds because this is getting crazy. Her and her conspiracy theories is just absurd. So let's go.
Just really needed to just take a breather and really process everything that happened with Charlie and what it kind of means in terms of where we are. And I think it is a circumstance where we just know. We just know that he was truly betrayed in one of the most egregious ways that I think I've ever seen. It has made me lose faith in politics. It has made me fully lose faith in Trump.
Oh, wow.
And my heart aches for the fact that he gave so much of his life to Trump and to politics. And they just were like, nope, that is it. It serves us or it doesn't serve us and we want to move on. And so here's a holiday. Bro, if they try to give me a holiday, what is with them giving people a holiday after they kill them? Why is that a thing? You know what I mean?
What?
Like, oh,
Who said they killed them? Who said that? Who said that? What is going on? Who said they killed them? First, it was the military. Y'all remember this? I was so irritated about it. I did a car live stream, like a live stream, just ride along live streams that I do sometimes in the car. And I was going off. I felt myself just going flat off at the idea that you insinuating the entire United States military, but can't name which branch of the armed forces. And now it's the president and the executive branch of government. What are we doing? Where's the evidence on this? This is why people are going to start filing more lawsuits against Candace, and they're going to enjoy doing it. You talk about the Macrons bankrupting your ass, girl. Child, please. No one deserves to be falsely accused of aiding or participating in a homicide. What would be their reason again? Other than this nonsense she's coming up with. This is why we have facts and evidence here. Her conspiracies would not ever fly in the court of law. I thought she had a gag order. She the one that posted up the gag order thing. Where's the gag order, Candace? Because I've literally sent at least 2 or 3 Twitter X messages post up saying, hey, where's that gag order you said you was going to violate? Which is as good as law. So you violate a court order of any sort. You're breaking the law. Where's that gag order? With your name in it. I even went over how she could possibly be considered under any type of protection or gag order. But if there is such a gag order with her name on it, why won't she post it up? Who does that? The protection order, I was able to pull that up. Court documents are made available to the public unless it's under seal or information is redacted or related to an open federal investigation. But the other protection order was available to the public. Candace, where is that gag order you said you was going to violate? Where the hell is that at? This is crazy. You can't make this stuff up. Shout out to all of y'all tuning in, all the late Lucksters up in here. Thank you so much. Annie Roberts, what the hell is she doing? Candace is pure evil. If I was her, I would be looking over my shoulder after accusing the president of murder. Oh my God. It feels like that. It's like that's what she wants almost. She wants to put herself in a position where now her life is in danger. Never mind the fact that Charlie Kirk died and she still has yet to say anything about how she's helped Erica Kirk. What is going on with that? You can't make this stuff up. It's doing the most. What's going on, Ortiz? We're back. It's not going to be a long one. I had to do this. I had to do it. And not just for this video, but for the other posts where one of the candy asses goes out and attacks someone. Because of her. And she has not said anything about that. This is how dangerous it is to sit here and to incite 5 million people. This is why the High Court of Australia said, kick rocks, girl. This is why they don't want her over there. Because look what happened. Someone actually went out and attacked someone in her name. That is absolutely dangerous. And now you're sitting here insinuating the president, whether you like Trump or not, insinuating any president. I didn't like it when she was doing it to the Israeli PM or Emmanuel Macron. She's just going after world leaders now, aside from the United States military. You don't have to be political to see that this is just a whole slippery slope. A whole slippery slope. This is getting really, really dangerous. You have people out being incited by her words. Black kids out here becoming neo-Nazis because of her. It's a post up about it. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. Oh my gosh. Now it's the president. Oh, he gave him a holiday. That's called honoring someone. He also gave his wife the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So now is it going to be an issue because he gave Charlie posthumous the Medal of Freedom? I did a video on it. It's entitled, One of Them Had a Very Bad Day. But look how Candace is carrying herself and look how Erica is carrying herself. It's like night and day. If there was a chance that Candace was in love with Charlie Kirk, this is why he didn't give her any action in return. Because he knows she's crazy as hell. This is absolute madness. What's going on, Meraki? She's not voted for Trump in the November 2024 election, voting no one because she's too busy, if I remembered it correctly. I mean, I thought she was sitting here, all the support she gave to Trump openly in the public. Now it's like, I'm ashamed of him. Now he's guilty of some possible homicide. You can't make this stuff up. What's going on? Diane said Candace had put a target on President Trump's back. Yeah, obviously. To her base, she keeps throwing red meat at. Man, this Candace has got a whole coat and don't even want to admit it. Jesus Come Now said, can you go to jail for accusing a sitting president? I'm gonna actually look that up. I'm gonna pull that information up because I do believe that if you are insinuating a sitting president of committing a crime with no evidence, that could be that could definitely open up an investigation on you. But I mean, she's doing this stuff for no reason. This isn't the only world leader she's accused. She's accused the Israeli prime minister. She blamed the Macron's lawsuit on this. Now you've got 2 other presidents. Next is going to be the High Court of Australia for upholding the visa ban. She owes them, Candace, when you going to pay them their money from the court costs for that dumbass appeal that you put everybody through for no reason? How about giving back those refunds for those ticket sales to come see you say crazy things? This is why Australia said, no, ma'am. Bye, Felicia. Australia does not want you because look at what you're doing. And then she goes over there, then she's going to be blaming their prime minister for something. This is insane. Candace should get a knock on the door. This is dangerous. Exactly. The feds probably will. Reflecting from herself, because she have ordered a hit. Who knows? I don't know. This is, I don't even see no evidence to prove that at all. What could she possibly benefit other than attention from the insinuation? This is, you're talking about someone that's so narcissistic to where she's okay with getting positive or negative attention. She doesn't care what type of attention she gets at this point. Then she keeps saying she's got enough to burn down the house. Why don't you just release the documents, girl? Candace, release the information along with this gag order you said you were going to violate. Because if you violate that gag order, yeah, okay. They definitely going to lock your ass up. I pulled up that information in the last live stream. She could face up to 6 months in jail. Yeah, go ahead. If there is a gag order with your name on it, Candace, to which you are upheld against to uphold, you're being held against a protection order or mandated to uphold this protection order or gag order, post it up. Make it available to the public. Let us all see this. I've already said how she could be connected to the protection order. But I want the concrete proof that she's named in a gag order. Because otherwise, you're doing all this for attention. Oh, I plan on violating an order. Oh, okay, go ahead and plan on violating the law. That's what court orders are. They're effectuated like law. So you break the court order, you're breaking the law. Yeah, enjoy that 6 months jail time, girl. It's crazy. She got mad because Trump didn't say anything about this lawsuit like he's supposed to. What do you want him to say? I don't want a member of the executive branch sitting here trying to tip the scales of the judicial branch of government. I don't even like the fact that he's thinking about commuting P. Diddy, or he's already commuted George Santos. I don't like him doing it. You're the executive branch of government. You're supposed to be separate but co-equal in power. But Candace sitting here talking about this man has committed a whole murder. Man, oh my God. Oh my God. And he get mad, he taking it out on everybody. No, just take it out on her. Trump, please don't take it out on everybody else. Just take it out on Candace. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. I am Australian. Yes, we don't want. Good. Good for you, Annie Roberts. I'm so glad your government said no. Your high court. Good grief. We can see the Timu CK just went okay with CO. It seems he's behind this as well. The Timu Charlie Kirk. This is out of control. The moment she said the U.S. military, I was done. I'm like, if you insinuate the entire military, there's the next step would be the executive branch, because just you can't get any higher than that. Next it'll be the Pope in the Vatican, and she's Catholic. So let's see if she blames the Vatican and the Pope. Candace, I hope you know that the Pope is from Dalton, Illinois. It's a little small village outside of Chicago, on the south side. Let's see if she blames the Pope in the Vatican. I think it's fair game. You're going to sit here and blame the U.S. president, the Israeli prime minister, the French president, probably the High Court of Australia. Why not just blame the Pope in the Vatican? Just go all the way there. Let's see what happens. I mean, what's left? This is crazy. Our politicians so trash, Candace, her in Australia. We don't want her ever. I know that's right. She's pointless to many countries and continents here on Earth. You're not offering any facts or evidence, Candace. You're not even researching stuff anymore. She is literally going off of tips that are not even vetted. Candace, where's the damn gag order? You said you were going to break the law. Go ahead and do it. Oh my God, you'll be wishing you done it by the time the FBI pays you a visit from insinuating a sitting U.S. president here. Like him or hate him. No one deserves the right to be falsely accused of a murder. You can't make this up. Good child. Diane says Candace may have gotten threats as well. I saw where Trent said she's next day after Charlie's death. I mean, even so, but you see how it doesn't feel good to get these threats. It doesn't feel good to have this type of heat placed on your head out of nowhere. So just as much as Candace doesn't appreciate a threat, what gives her the right to say that anybody, especially a sitting president, has something to do with a homicide, a whole murder? It's so crazy. She looks mentally unstable in this screenshot. Macron effect. God. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit because she does look like she's lost her mind. She's got 4 kids and a husband she could be doing any and everything with right now. And this is what she takes time out of her day to do. Candace took time out of her life to make this video. And this wasn't the only one.
That is it. It serves us or it doesn't serve us, and we want to move on. And so here's a holiday. Bro, if they try to give me a holiday, what is with them giving people a holiday after they kill them? Why is that a thing? You know what I mean? Like, oh, Martin Luther King, what about this holiday? What about this boulevard? Anyways, let me knock off. Like, they're going to give Charlie Kirk a boulevard. They already did. They did in Israel. They gave him freaking boulevard. It's like, as soon as they give you a boulevard and a holiday, they definitely killed you. Okay, there's no question.
What?
They killed you. There's no way. That's like their signature thing. It's like that's what they do.
You can tell she's lying. She's looking away from the camera. Dr. Ty Grande needs to do a whole profile on her. And I mean like an hour-long profile. Many psychiatrists need to do videos of some sort of analysis on her. Her body language, her avoidance in looking in the camera, when you clearly see she's lying because there's no proof or evidence to say that he murdered someone or killed someone or anything. Look at this. You can't make this up. Look at her face. It's like a joke to her.
They already did. They did in Israel. They gave him freaking boulevard. It's like, as soon as they give you a boulevard and a holiday, they definitely killed you. Okay, there's no question. They killed you. There's no way. That's like their signature thing. It's like that's what they do. It's the Fed signature. It's how they sign off after they murder you.
You can't make this up. I don't know if you guys have seen interrogations and the tactics that they use, the body language and stuff like that that comes out of these, police interrogations. But that's what I'm getting here. You could clearly her chuckle and laughing and it's like she's fighting the urge to not smile. I don't have to laugh or smile about this. It's disgusting, Candace. Where is the gag order, girl? This is gross. It's like a joke to her. It's like a joke. They definitely killed you. Look at that. Okay, there's no question. They killed you. There's no way. That's like their signature thing. It's like that's what they do. Look at her. It's the Fed signature. It's how they sign off after they murder you. So like holiday and a boulevard. And it's never on a nice side of town either. Like Charlie Kirk Boulevard is not going to be a nice side of town. Anyways, I will be back on the 27th, you guys. Thank you guys for all the support throughout these couple of weeks, these last really kind of 6 weeks since Charlie died. And we will see you guys then. She treats this like a joke. It's like she's playing in our faces. Which branch of military has something to do with Charlie Kirk's death again, Candace? When you don't understand how planes work? Which branch of military? You just said U.S. military. Which branch? Are we talking about the Air Force here? Since it's something with planes, something B, something commie. You can't make this. She is playing in our faces. It's like the biggest, dumbest troll ever. Thank you, Reveal Radio Network. You guys, we look forward to having him on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shout out to you, Revealed Radio Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's late, you all, but y'all see, I just couldn't go to bed without doing this video. She is playing in our faces. Candace, if there is you're the epitome of cruel, unusual punishment. You're a walking mean girl right now. If y'all want to know what a mean girl is, and I'm talking about the high school kind, this is it. Candace is that mean girl. It's hard to believe she was ever bullied. There had to be something she said or did to piss somebody off. I'm not saying it's okay to harass anybody or to send racial slurs. Don't get me wrong with that. There was obviously had to be some validity to that case because she got a settlement. But this nonsense here she's doing, it's like a bird just picking at that nerve, not caring that it's singeing every time they beak at it. And just wanting to see that pain inflicted over and over again. No consideration for Erica Kirk. No consideration for the children that have to grow up one day and see this damn video. No consideration for his family, his mother, his father. I don't know if he has siblings. No consideration for his other friends, his employees. None of that. Yeah, they gave him a boulevard today, so the president did it. He killed him. What? And it piss this man off if you want to, and then he sit here and invoke martial law or something. Like, Carl, because he mad at Candace. Candace, we don't have time for your buffoonery, you moron. What is wrong with you? Man, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Tony Burke here in Australia said her hatred for her lies would incite harmful crime here. Oh, we're about to pull up a post where that exactly happened in the U.S. Shout out to Reveal Radio Network. Thank you so much. Caleb, she looks all kinds of crazy. Exactly. Mania. She's lost her damn mind. Put her in a rubber room. Deep Rock, thank you so much. Weird. Exactly, RT. Shout out to my mods. George may have been jealous of Charlie. Mean girl, think about that, Candace. Exactly. She seems to be very jealous of Erica Kirk and the attention that Erica Kirk is receiving. Erica Kirk received the Presidential Medal of Freedom on behalf of her deceased husband from the president. Something that Candace will never get. Candace, you will never get any type of medal from any president, especially after this. No, ma'am. You want there to be a target on your back. You want this conspiracy to come true. Because that's all I'm getting out of this. She wants this type of attention to where she wants people to believe her life is in danger. Hell, you might as well just say, hey, let the defendant, Tyler Robertson, let him free. Let him go. I don't feel like he did it anyway. Where is this getting her? She's helping the defense with no evidence to prove the contrary. You can't make this stuff up. D. Brock said she's bullying a 70-year-old woman, calling her a man. Exactly. With no scientific evidence. I don't care how many series she does. You need science, DNA, to prove someone is born a man or a woman. That comes down to DNA. It's called science, and she knows it. That's why she wanted the blood of the first lady. You did ask for the blood of the first lady, Candace, in a whole video, and I played that video twice. You did. You want? I send my doctors come out, draw a little blood, and handle this real quick. No, they don't owe you that, girl. They didn't even owe you an interview. You can't make this stuff up, man. So that's her crazy ass talking about Trump's now somehow guilty of this whole smirk smile thing, man. It's just such an insult. It's a damn insult. And then let's go up to shout out to Nathan Livingston, who's known as Milk Bar TV here. I want to get to where you have a post that was done. Let me see here. I want to check this out too, because I did a video. I posted it up just for you all to see in case, you know, sometimes people don't have Twitter X. And I might not, this is not my first go-to social media platform. YouTube is, but I said, let me just make sure my information is up to date here, because videos like this, I want to be able to go ahead and download it and show it over on YouTube. But here's another post that he put up. Candace is insinuating. Oh, I'm gonna make myself small. Hey, Candia, how you doing? Shout out to my mods. RT's up in here. Candia up in here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I know it's late. We got a little late live going on. Y'all hit that like button as well for me if you can. I appreciate it. Make sure you all share this video. I have some information I want to show regarding Tyler Robinson at the end. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anyone else cover it, so I want to cover it myself. And we'll get to that. But this is another post he did. Candace is insinuating Erica Kirk was a part of a conspiracy against Kirk. She opened her latest unhinged book club by declaring nothing in Charlie Kirk's life was real and calling it demonic to honor him through donations to TPUSA. What do you mean? It's demonic to honor him with donations to Turning Point USA? Yeah. Tell me, what sense does that make? Why would she care if Turning Point USA received donations? I mean, Turning Point USA is not sitting here, talking about it's demonic to send Candace Owens money on her podcast. It's demonic to send her all those supers on YouTube when she's live streaming. How is it demonic to send a donation to Turning Point USA? Nothing in Charlie Kirk's life was real, so his wife isn't real. The 2 kids he procreated and made aren't real. Are you serious? He has parents, his mother and father. They're not real either. Did he have siblings? You can't make this stuff up. Did Charlie Kirk have siblings? Anyone know? The better question is how much money she donated to the Kirks at all. Exactly. $0.00. She won't even have Erica Kirk on her show. You would have thought, hey, I'm cool with, Charlie Kirk was like my brother from another mother that I love dearly. I loved him so much. I'm going to have Erica Kirk on my show, you all. And whatever she wants to say, I'm going to give her 2 hours or hour for her to get it all off her chest. And she can say whatever she feels, whatever would be comfortable for her to talk about. We're just going to let her have it. And she's going to be given the opportunity to just get it all out. Why didn't she do that for Erica Kirk? Candace, why don't you have Erica Kirk on your show, girl? You want to call it demonic? The Turning Point is getting donations. But the audacity of it being demonic for you to get a super chat when you and your husband worth $200 million. You keep talking about people trying to bankrupt you. Heifer, please. You could sell a piece of property and get, a quick 5 or 10 million if you needed to. Who's paying for all these attorney's fees? Because that international lawyer, to still lose that appeal in the High Court of Australia, I'm sure they weren't cheap. You lost like hell, Candace. Who paying those attorney's fees? Because it was at least 2 of them. Plus, they have to have staff like, a litigation manager or paralegal specialist. Somebody's got to type up all those documents. International attorneys is not cheap. All because you started selling tickets for an event without securing a visa. That country, the continent of Australia does not owe you any chance to come there and do all this nonsense you're doing. But somehow it's demonic. It's not demonic for her to sell tickets to a venue without securing a visa in Australia. But it's demonic for people to send in donations to Turning Point that would help his wife and children, as well as any losses they experienced from the death of Charlie Kirk. He wasn't just some computer science tech here. He was the CEO. It is absolutely deplorable for her to even say that. But yet, she got 8.9 million views on that video where she accused the Israeli prime minister of having something to do with Charlie Kirk's death. 8.9 million views. I'm just trying to crack 20,000 views and hit 30,000 supporters here. She got 8.9 million views. Do you know what her YouTube check is going to look like? That's probably why she took a couple weeks off. She got paid that YouTube check and was like, taking a break. 4 kids and a whole husband. And she still finds time to do dumb stuff like this.
Obviously took
let's check this out.
A little more than a week off here from the show. Kind of like I said when I left the podcast, was just like kind of needing to hit the reset button.
Yeah, because
Things
you
were
kept
getting
lying.
very heavy. And honestly, I feel personally better, but things still feel very heavy in terms of the political scene. And
Yeah,
I
because you're
think
lying.
for me, there was the grieving process, having to get to the accepting standpoint, getting to the point of acceptance, and then also
Exactly.
realizing that nothing
Yeah,
in
me too,
Charlie's life
Caleb.
was real. It's just something that keeps me
Oh
up
my
at night. Just
God.
nothing in his life was real. Like everyone's just like, oh, let's just move on to the
He
accepting
had a wife.
standpoint, getting to the point of acceptance, and then also realizing that nothing in Charlie's life was real. It's just something that keeps me up at night. Just nothing in his life was real. Like
Why does that
everyone's just like, oh, let's just move on. It's so crazy to want to figure out what happens. Let's just start issuing gag orders. And the way to honor him is to
Where's
give
this gag order?
money. I don't know. There's just something really sick and demonic about the entire thing. Obviously took
Where is this gag order? You know what? Something I did not want to have to do. And I'm gonna have to do it. Candace, where's this gag order? She just said it again here about a gag order. Where is it, Candace? Why is that not posted on your actual Twitter X account? Why haven't you done a video on it or put it up in a YouTube short? You posted up that 200 plus page Macron lawsuit and then said you were born a man, you will die a man. Where's this gag order? Where is it? I want to see it. Now I want to see it. You know, because Candace is full of shit. I want to see it. I'm not paying no money. You got a book club at a $9.99 month and a $16.99 month, $16.99 per month level for a book club. And you want to see him talk about it's demonic for people to send donations to Turning Point USA. When your ass is sitting here with this type of, look at these book club. What's the difference between the $10 and the $17? What's $7 more? What's the difference? What you get one more book in the $17 level than the other? Contribute to Candace. Let's see here. You got a whole contribute to Candace over here. You can do a one time or a monthly. My Lord, Candace. 25 or 100 or custom. So how is this not demonic, Candace? You hypocrite. Where is that gag order? I'm looking for the gag order. This is unbelievable. You got books out here talking about make them a sandwich, skincare, all these sponsors and products and stuff. Nothing wrong with you making money, but why are you getting mad at donations going towards Turning Point when you sitting here racking it in by any means necessary? How is not? I mean, we could all call this demonic all day. Question is, would it make sense? It would be like no one's trying to sit here and call her getting anything demonic. Why is she doing that to donations to Turning Point? Would she care? You don't work there anymore, Candace. I thought it meant nothing. I'm trying to find this girl. Don't send me no damn. I think she sent me the link to her channel, like I mean her website, like that was supposed to mean something. Candace, where is the damn gag order? I'm looking for the gag order. I don't see it. Y'all come across it, y'all let me know, because I don't see it. Because she full of crap. Unbelievable. Let me show you all this this post here. Because he did another post on Mikbar about the, oh Lord, this kid that this kid went out and attacked someone. Yeah, I'm still looking for it. It's her exploited. Yeah, we saw that. This is crazy. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm looking for it. I hope he didn't take it down. She called Milk Bar TV this totally deranged human being. Now it's just Zionist. I'm still waiting on this check that everybody keeps saying I'm receiving from Israel. Oh, here's this video here, you all. We got to see this one. Candace Owens says if she stabbed at Elon Musk, Sam Altman, and Peter Thiel, she doesn't know if they bleed because they're hybrid droids ushering in demonic AI. I guess the war of the worlds have come to pass, and somehow we all miss it, except Candace.
Just get that sense. I've always known leading
If
people into
first
AI.
of all, why are you
I've
talking about violence,
demonic
girl?
because I'm telling you, I don't even think people are.
Candace, why are you talking about doing something violent to somebody? You're insinuating that 3 world leaders have something to do with Charlie Kirk's death while you sit here and talk about stabbing someone and wondering if they bleed because you don't know if they're a cyborg, basically. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Jesus Christ. Let me get some more comments in right quick. I doubt Erica would ever come to her show. She's reportedly livid. She should be. She should be livid and only respond with an attorney. Candace would not get a response. Erica Kirk and George are the only 2 people that can tell me to shut up. Yeah, Erica Kirk is about to do that in a mighty way. They're not even going to send her a cease and desist. They're just going to send her as a lawsuit. And you would have deserved that. Then watch how fast she flips on Erica Kirk. I can't believe I've been nothing but a friend to her husband. Never mind her. I said her speech at the funeral was, I was soaring above and over everyone. I felt it all. It was beautiful. It was just touching. She was lying through her teeth. You can look into that girl's eyes and see that she just hated saying those words. Candace, did you at any point in time fall in love with Charlie Kirk? Because it's written all over your face. It's like you only knew your husband for 18 days between him proposing to you and marrying you. Did you do that to make Charlie Kirk jealous? Because it didn't work. It didn't work at all. Whatever your goal was with that, it did not work. Not even a little bit. If the 2 people watching, make sure I hit that like button. I know we're doing a live stream, but we got to get into this because you don't see this every day. Candace Owens blaming the U.S. president now for the death of Charlie Kirk, and then had the audacity to smile and smirk, talking about being honored with the name of a boulevard or a street. Like they shouldn't be doing these things. I'm surprised she hasn't said anything about the Medal of Freedom yet. I even did a video on it. Candace, you weren't there. I didn't see you in the audience. And I sure looked for you. I did. Because you loved this man so much. He was your brother, your friend, your everything. And you couldn't go to his funeral. You don't check on his wife and his children. Now you're calling it demonic that Turning Point is getting donations. And you didn't even show up to a ceremony where he received posthumously the Presidential Medal of Freedom. But the way Erica Kirk is carrying herself and handling all of this is very graceful. People can say what they want about her. You don't see her vomiting all her nonsense all over YouTube or Twitter X. She's keeping her composure. She has the right to be mad. But when she responds, she's going to respond with something that's going to go straight to a court of law. Perhaps that's why Candace keeps mentioning a gag order. Maybe Erica Kirk has already filed something with the court and was granted such. And now Candace Owens, who said only 2 people that can tell her to shut up is Erica Kirk and her husband, now has been officially told to shut up. And she doesn't want to face it. Because, Candace, we can ask questions all day and speculate as well. But at least I can speculate based off of actual evidence and documentation that exists. We're just waiting on you to produce that gag order. Yep. Produce the gag order, girl. Probably selling a lot of them damn things too. The beard believes nothing is real. Real. Oh my God. Therapy. Exactly. This helper really gonna say nothing in Charlie's life was real. She just said it. Like he didn't have a husband. I mean, a wife or two kids. My bad. He didn't have a wife or two children. Yep. This is why I said wherever Candace's mind has gone, I wish that her body would go with it. Candace, if you're no longer here on earth, can you just do us all a favor and leave earth physically and mentally? Take Kanye with you. Y'all can get a spaceship from Elon Musk since you've already threatened to have him stabbed for some reason and fly your ass out of here. I mean, no one's forcing you to dwell with humanity. This is insane. Charlie was not one, um, was one not to hold grudges or any animosity towards anyone, but she can't understand why those who were close to him are moving forward. Exactly. He never even spoke anything bad about her. Hey, the S Files, how you doing? I want to make sure I get everybody in. Thank you all so much for tuning in. What's going on, the S Files? Hope you had a good day today. Um, everybody, speak to everybody. Join her book club so you can be as nutty as all as her. All her books are conspiracy theories. Exactly. Make him a sandwich. Candace, go sit down. Where you making some food at? I don't see you sitting here serving your spouse. Where's that sandwich? It's well overdue. God. RT said, I created a free book club. We just read the 4 agreements. Does that come with a digital book or exactly? Who knows? CEO uses a hair relaxer too much. That makes her brains relax too much. Think norm. If that, she might just be pressing that stuff down to her scalp. You never know what's happening here. Have you seen that interview her cousin did? Who's her cousin? Email me the link, LadyLuckClubLLC at yahoo.com. She's got a cousin that said something. What did they say? Shout out to you, Carrie, as well. I have not seen her. She got a cousin? Yeah, please send me that link. I have not seen an interview with her cousin. I would love to see that. If they're telling the truth, heck yeah. I want to see that one. Warning lunatic rant. Exactly. Will President Trump testify on the Macron's case? I wonder. I highly doubt it. I'm sure he won't be, subpoenaed to testify. And besides the fact that it's still a civil proceeding and he's not a party to the case, I mean, they don't really need to get his testimony about calling her, talking about, I believe that she's a woman and everything. I mean, he could give an affidavit. He could give a statement. And that could be part of, submitted into the case as evidence. A sworn statement. He can give a sworn statement, but I highly doubt he will be summoned or subpoenaed to testify in person. I highly doubt that. For this type of case, no. And besides, Candace didn't have to tell anybody that the president called her. I would find that to be confidential. Why would you even showcase that? Yeah, the president called me. Keep it to yourself. What the hell? That's like disclosing, conversations you and your attorney had. That destroys the whole attorney-client privilege. So I would think that they would probably try to treat any conversations between a sitting president and any civilian, like Candace, if you got the ability to get a sitting president's ear like that to where they can send you a direct phone call, I mean, good for you. But why would you want to tell people that? Maybe he didn't want people to know that. But she has no problem leaking text messages either. So she goes from robot hybrids to Trump and government killed Charlie to Israel, all that one little video. Yeah, nothing's real. Everything in Charlie's life is fake because everything in her life is fake, except hopefully the 4 children she gave birth to aren't fake. Her marriage to George Farmer might be fake, but that doesn't mean that Charlie Kirk's life was fake. His parents would take great offense to her saying that, by the way. This is the level of respect she's had for Charlie Kirk since his death. For it all to lead to her saying nothing in his life was real. What do you mean? What do you mean? You're discrediting his whole marriage. You don't have the authority to do that, Candace. Unless she sound like the side piece. I'm telling y'all right now, man. There had to be something else going on. And not because he wanted it, but because she probably made a move on him and he was like, get off me. Yeah, no. No, go away. Ew, ew. You got the cooties. No. He dodged, like he really dodged a lunatic here. Seriously. If that be the case, if there was a chance where she wanted to be with him and he didn't want her back, boy, God was sparing him. He sure did. I don't know Erica Kirk. People sitting here talking about, oh, she's a plant and all this, that, and the third. Based on what? This woman lost her husband. But at the end of the day, he married Erica Kirk and no one put a gun to his head. What's she going to say now? He was brainwashed by that Ultra K program. The MK Ultra program got to him too. How bad is this going to go? It's so ridiculous. Arranged marriage, rumored George is gay from the UK. Who knows? Probably. I wouldn't put that past him. Not at this point, because he's not paying her any attention. She's definitely not paying him any attention. You barely hear her talk about her own husband. How do you talk about somebody for 3 or 4, 6? She says 6 weeks. 6 weeks in a row. Every day for 6 weeks. And you don't barely mention your husband? And the only time you do, he's just one of 2 people that can tell you to shut up. George, it is time for you to get your ass up and tell her to shut up. Because you about to have the FBI, CIA, and everybody else at your house. Secret Service. Secret Service would probably pay her a visit. Because that could be seen as, okay, you want to sit here in line and say the president killed someone? That could be seen as a direct threat. Because now you're sending your cult members after him. All the candy ass is going to go for Trump. They're already still on high alert from him being shot. Well, you're going to sit here and say something like that and incite people. So, yeah, if anything, I would believe the Secret Service would want to definitely pay her a visit. We want to find out what the hell you're talking about in this video, girl. It's so crazy. I've heard that before, that her husband is really gay and it's a cover. I wouldn't be surprised. Candace Owens' real name and nature, first cousin interview podcast, Storm Monroe. Okay. I sure will pull that up. We sure will. Thank you, Candace, for dropping my email. Please email me the link to that video so I don't forget, because I have to work in the morning. So it will slip my mind if I don't look it up right away, or at least have it in my email to remind me. Many gay family members Candace has. Really? Diane, she says everything is fake and gay. That's what she's saying. Candace, those are your words. Everything is fake and gay. I mean, what kind of slogan is that? Who comes up with a slogan like that, especially when you claim to be a Christian and all? You call it something demonic with donations, but yet you saying everything is fake and gay is not demonic? What kind of nonsense is that? This is coming from somebody that professes to be a Christian, saying everything is fake and gay. I don't know why I can't be real and straight. Candace, we can sit here and do words all day. I just don't understand. What is your point at this juncture to talk about talk about Trump and went from bees and oh good God, you can't make this up. All right, y'all, let's finish this video on that.
Leading people into AI. I have always sensed this demonic because I'm telling you, I don't even think people are human. Like I look at Elon Musk and Sam Altman and Peter Thiel, and I'm pretty sure they're hybrid. You know what I mean? Like they just look like an Apple software that I should be able to download at night, like my phone's getting an update or something. It's something in the eyes. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I know I'm human, but I don't know if I stabbed you if you bleed, I'm not going to stab them. but I don't know if they'd bleed all the way. I think a battery would fall out. You know what I mean? And I
That's
just
not
get
a
that
good
sense.
thing to
I've always known
say.
it was demonic.
What? Where did you get that from? If we want to go on looks here, Candace, you know, maybe you have green blood running through your veins. Perhaps this organ in your head, you don't consider that a brain. It's called mush mush. Candace Owens is from planet Oswald. And you know, there they eat Capricorns for dinner. Like, I can say anything. Doesn't mean I should be saying these things. And what would be the point? Come on, mush mush head. Finish talking.
And people just get on board because, as we talked
Dear
about in
Lord.
this book, they are using science and this idea of technology and this idea of transforming society for the better to indoctrinate us into accepting this. And it's wrong and it's backwards. And they weigh the main component of all of this is psychology, right? They're able to do it because of psychology, making you think that society has gotten better. Our kids have objectively gotten dumber. We've become fatter. We've become less healthy. We've become less emotionally sound. And yet they are convincing us that this is like become less.
Candace Owens saying we've become dumber. I'm glad you can include yourself in that. Yeah, we're dumber, fatter. Never mind the fact that I just said whatever that's rattling in her skull, she does not consider that a brain. Smush mush.
Right. They're able to do it because of psychology, making you think that society has gotten better. Our kids have objectively gotten dumber. We've become fatter. We've become less healthy. We've become less emotionally sound. And yet they are convincing us that this is like humanity's great leap forward. We put a man on the moon, and he just like called them up and was like, "Hey, Prez, what's up? I'm up here. Yeah, it's so cool. It's really great. It's nice. Starry night up here. Cabinet
so the moon landing isn't real?
69.
Wait, so the moon landing isn't real for her? Candace, why don't you just go fly your ass to the moon and find out what's up there for yourself, girl?
And they get these people, they tell you like he's a genius. They're all writing like he's a genius, so we should just accept that Elon Musk is a genius because like all the writers who are obviously indoctrinated into the occult are telling us that this is the next person that we should worship. The establishment of Hollywood. It was all cults. They were all Aleister Crowley proteges who were just raping kids.
And candy asses in the Candace Owens and the candy asses is the cult too. I'm under the belief, in my opinion, that Candace Owens is a cult leader and her followers are the candy asses. That is my opinion. Candace Owens, you can kick rocks, girl. I would not feel bad at all. I wouldn't care how she felt about that because you can't make this stuff up. She can get mad until Jesus returns. I don't care. The things that she said where she has shown us how insensitive she is and how she lacks a soul, I don't care.
It's in summoning demons, and demons are real. So at the same time that they're summoning demons, they are making us all believe that faith is not real. And that has been, I think, the greatest,
no one is saying that.
The greatest trick that the devil ever played, right? Is making people think that he didn't exist and making people atheist, making people believe that there's nothing, like you're here for a moment in time, because then it allows them to further tether us to their reality and to their God, which is money, right? Well, if you truly knew and believed, like I do, I actually know that.
But yet Candace Owens is doing nothing but making money and crying about the Macrons are just trying to bankrupt me for free speech. I feel like they're invading my rights here. How dare Trump and JD Vance? I'm surprised they haven't said anything. They, you know, I feel like my rights are being invaded. By who? Australia thought the same thing and they told you to kick rocks.
This is not it. Like, I know this is not it. But if you truly believe that, you wouldn't sell your soul. People think that that's just like an expression. Oh, he sold his soul. No, you are literally selling your soul. Like when you tell lies and you go down a path of lying because you're so afraid of not having the security of a paycheck, or you're willing to do something terrible to maintain that job, or keeping your mouth shut to maintain that job. We're seeing it right now.
Are you telling on yourself? Because that's what I'm hearing. Candace, you're telling on yourself. You're talking about you, and no one else but you. You finally hit this peak of narcissism where the only person you're referring to is yourself in the first, second, and third person. Candace Owens is only talking about herself. Because we all know narcissists don't understand the concept or definition of the word hypocrisy. They don't care about being hypocritical. They say things because they know it's red meat for their base. You know, the candy ass is eating all this candy tonight. This is crazy.
You go down a path of lying because you're so afraid of not having the security of a paycheck, or you're willing to do something terrible to maintain that job, or keeping your mouth shut to maintain that job. We're seeing it right now with the Charlie Kirk case, right?
What?
You're telling yourself, like, there's a life after this. They have made you pledge your allegiance to their dollar because they know life is going on. They know that. They want you to literally sell them your soul. That's my personal.
They who? Do you not use U.S. money to buy things? Why are you selling things on your website, Candace? If you're not trying to make U.S. dollars, you're not trying to make money. Let's go back to your website. This is in U.S. dollars. Correct me if I'm wrong. 25 U.S. dollars, 100 U.S. dollars right here. She's saying you can do a one-time or monthly contribution in U.S. dollars. What are we talking about here? Oh, she even takes crypto. BTC wallet, ETH wallet, Soul. She takes crypto money. Her book club, $10 a month, $17 a month. Does that include taxes, Candace? She literally is finding ways to make money. She has so many damn sponsors. You can't even get through 1 hour of her show without her talking about at least 4 sponsors, one of which is a whole Valley Ranch thing. Enjoy all that cow meat. You can't make this up. I'm still trying to figure out, like, okay, where is the gag order? A shot in the dark. Look at all of this stuff she has here. She has beauty products, baby clothes. Look at this. This is nothing but a way to make money. Shop. She has a whole shop. You can't make this up. Candace, who wants you to trust their US dollars again? You have a t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt for $35. She wants you all to spend $35 on a short sleeve t-shirt. You know, we don't know, but we don't know. We know, right? We know t-shirt. She takes all this stuff and makes a mockery of it and then puts it on merchandise. Just like the CIA stuff, you know, CIA cups. $60 sold out. What? What is this? A mouse pad, a pen? What is this for $35? Candace Intel t-shirt with her face on it. $35. You're not trying to make US dollars, Candace. You hypocrite. Really? Oh, you boy,
your soul. Like, when you tell lies and you go down a path of lying because you're so afraid of not having the security of a paycheck, or you're willing to do something terrible to maintain that job, or keeping your mouth shut to maintain that job. We're seeing it right now with the Charlie Kirk case, right? You're telling yourself, like, there's a life after this. They have made you pledge your allegiance to their dollar because they know life is going on. They know that. They want you to literally sell them your soul. That's my personal belief. It's why I am religious. It's why I speak about, my faith openly, because I just know if this is not it. And I just know these people are demons. Like, I don't know. They just, like, look at the way they breathe. Like, you know what I mean?
What?
Same thing. I look at Sam Mom and I'm like, look, I don't know. But I know that's not because I droid, obviously.
Oh, Lord. Jesus, be a English school teacher. What was that mumbling at the end? I don't even know what she said at the end. Girl, you got my brain hurting. How someone with a mush got a real active thinking brain hurting? I don't understand.
Like, you know what I mean? Same thing. I look at Sam Altman. I'm like,
I thought she just mumbled over the
I don't
words.
know. They just like, my faith openly.
She wasn't proving a point here. It's like she got lost in translation, and then she just kind of tailed off into some gibberish. This is what we're getting here. I'm gonna try to pay attention to when it just kind of tails off, because whatever point she was making, it just got lost in translation or in space or whatever.
My faith openly, because I just know if this is not it, and I just know these people are demons. Like, I don't know. They just like, look at the way they breathe. Like, you know what I mean?
They breathe.
Same thing. I look at Sam Altman. I'm like, look, I don't know. No.
Y'all see that? Did y'all hear that? Just gibberish. You don't even have the words to use to articulate whatever point you're still trying to make here, because you're making a mockery of this crap. Once again, the smirking and the smiling it's just, the hypocrisy is what does it for me. It's the hypocrisy.
That's my personal belief. It's why I am religious. It's why I speak about, my faith openly, because I just know if this is not it, and I just know these people are demons. Like, I don't know. They just like, look at the way they breathe. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing. I look at Sam Altman. I'm like, look, I don't know. No. But I know that's not a droid. Obviously.
She's like trolling us and using the death of Charlie Kirk to do it. You can't make this stuff up.
Obviously.
Girl, bye, Felicia. You know what? Candace, you can kick rocks, girl. Kick rocks. I'm trying my best to find this whole post about one of her candy asses going out and doing something. I mean, a whole issue. Hold on. She said some crazy stuff today. And I got 2 of the videos that's on the channel. You guys make sure you share it. Check it out and share it. Shout out to Milk Bar TV. He is not for play. Yeah, she was on Alex Jones in InfoWars. This looks old. When you're sitting here, considering yourself to be a special guest of Alex Jones, that's how you know you've really fallen off. What the hell? I'm trying to find that post of someone did something. Yeah, I'm looking for it. I should have tagged it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. It made news. I don't even know why I can't see it. Okay, here it is. I got it. I got it. Yep. Here it is. Y'all see this here? Oh, child. What faith, Candace? Exactly. Faith to the devil, Candace. Y'all, she will not blame the Pope and the Vatican for Charlie Kirk's death. You know why? Because she's Catholic. Oh, she won't dare do that. Candace, I dare you to blame the Pope for the death of Charlie Kirk and the entire Vatican. I dare you. I dare you to blame the Pope and the entire Vatican for Charlie Kirk's death, Candace. Go ahead. You're halfway there. You might as well go all the way there. You've blamed everybody else that is in some high level position, world leaders, governments, lawsuits, communistic bees, an airplane, older men that has long hair that can be put into a ponytail or a man bun. Turning Point USA, Erica Kirk, the baby. You blamed so many people. Why not go all the way there and blame the Pope and the Vatican? I dare you. Let's see how fast she does that. If she goes live, I'm gonna be right in her chat, just live streaming. Just why don't you blame? Are you gonna blame the Pope yet? Are we there yet? Were you gonna blame the Pope? in the Vatican? Why not? You blaming everybody else. So this post says this week, one of Candace Owens' followers, the candy asses, was arrested and charged after sending death threats to people she insinuated were involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. One of the candy asses was arrested and charged after sending death threats to people that Candace Owens insinuated were involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Candace hasn't commented on yet on this because, of course, not. Haven't said one word about it. Meanwhile, here she is in her paid book club this week claiming Elon Musk, this is about the stabbing thing. Candace, why don't you respond to this whole thing where one of your candy asses went out and was arrested and charged after sending death threats to people you have insinuated were involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination? Is that why you're taking a 10, 12, 14-day sabbatical, Candace? Is that why? Are you taking a break because you can't explain this and something has happened? Candace, you could easily be charged as a co-conspirator in a criminal matter, especially if what you're saying is so insightful to where the average reasonable person believe that your words could lead to some horrific action. This is the entire premise of the High Court of Australia's reason for not giving her a visa ban, because of this right here. Candace, this is why Australia said kick rocks barefoot. This is it. One of your candy asses went out and was arrested and charged. Are you going to get this person an attorney? You're going to help them with their legal fees, pay for their attorney? Or are they about to be a drain upon society and have to get a court-appointed attorney? You have the right to representation, but you got a candy ass out here doing something in the name of Candace Owens, like she's God, and now have to pay a criminal price for it because they were arrested and charged. Is Candace Owens going to sit here and send money their way for legal aid? If you're being linked to this, Candace, it's because this person has already told investigators that they did this because of what you said. Otherwise, who would know to link this to you? Your own candy ass is telling on you, Candace Owens. Your candy ass cult member is telling on you. This is the only way you could be even remotely involved. If they said, I was watching Candace Owens, she said something about bees and a pipeline. She kept talking about Phil Lyman, Josh Hammer, all these people. So I just decided, maybe she meant for me to go out and do something. And now look what happened. Didn't I tell you all that she had candy asses out here cyber harassing, stalking, bullying people, doxing people? She's releasing private text messages from text groups. Didn't I tell you all that she was doing this? Inciting her base out to go and commit cyber crimes? Now you have this actually happen. This, Candace, is why you need to learn how to shut the hell up. Because it's not just you exercising free speech or whatever you think you have. It's the fact that you're out here inciting an entire cult base of mindless zombies that are just doing whatever you say. And they don't care about human life. They don't care about anyone's livelihood being put into danger, or their some bodily harm or injury being threatened with bodily harm or injury. And not just of that individual they're targeting, but their family, maybe the parents, the kids, who knows? She went after Phil Lyman and was talking about, why doesn't anyone know about his mother? Why do you need to know about his mother? Who are you? Who is he to you? Went after this man's cousin. They got harassed so bad. Phil Lyman was so angry. Someone had to come out and vouch for his character. Just because she kept insinuating he was involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. This girl lost her damn mind. I knew this was going to happen. My Cash App is, y'all see that scrolling at the bottom? I'll put it in the chat. What's going on, Candia? Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing the comments, y'all. Sometimes I get carried away and I just forget to check the comments. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Y'all, we have a $25 goal every live stream. So if you would like to donate, it's going to go towards the purchase of a new desk, which I'm going to add to the wish list for Amazon, so that, you know, I need a bigger desk for the equipment and everything, but it's no rush. This is, you know, this information here is what people need to be careful of. Out here, and I'm being blamed for being paid by Israel. Where is that check at, Benjamin Netanyahu? You owe me some money, bro. Because the candy ass said you owe me some money, so you must owe me some money. But don't these same candy asses support Trump? So do they have no problem with her insinuating that Trump is now involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk? They support Trump too, right? How does this go? How hypocritical is this going to get? Oh my dear Lord. What's going on, Information Man Show? What you doing? Shout out to you. Another fantastic content creator up in here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If I can get one of my mods to drop Information Man Show's YouTube channel link in the chat, I would appreciate that. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Kari said, is her cousins playing gay too? I don't know. I don't know her cousins. Are they gay? She's saying everything's fake and gay. I don't know any Christian that's fixated on someone being gay. Like, why can't they just be straight? Why do they have to be gay? Why does that have to be the go-to? It's like we wish these things on people, and for what? We speak this stuff on people for what? I'm not going to harp on something I don't associate myself with. I don't have anything against anyone in the LGBTQ community. But I'm not going to sit here and call everyone gay either. Why can't people just be, there are people out there who are just straight and happy and real? Like, this is so crazy. It's like the obsession over this stuff is insane. Unhinged people will act on Candace insanity. Exactly. No, Candace people are gay. Oh, Lord, help her. That's why I said I agree. LLC sound like she's speaking from experience. Exactly. KMG said Candace Owens has clearly lost her mind, and the only ones that can't see it are her cult followers. Exactly. She looked demonic. Yep. Somebody says, sis, some help. Somebody send sis some help, child. Jesus be an English school teacher. Y'all, she just kind of gave that gibberish at the end. It was blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm done. You can't make this stuff up. Macron's will bankrupt Candace. They have attorneys that will destroy her and George. Yeah, they should. Because look what happens when you get too much money and power. You have people out attacking and threatening other people in the name of Candace Owens now. But she wants to sit here and talk about human life. If we have some regard for human life when it comes to an infant or an unborn child, why can't we maintain that same regard for human life when you have your candy ass cult members out here threatening someone, threatening their lives? So their life is not important, Candace? Is this where we are? Your followers was arrested and charged after sending death threats to people that you insinuated, Candace Owens, were involved with Charlie Kirk's assassination. Death threats. This person wants to take somebody's life because of you, Candace Owens. Where's that damn gag order again? Because this would be a good reason for her to get a gag order. Now, y'all see how this makes sense? This would be a perfect reason for someone to be bound by a gag order. When you are saying things that are inciting violence and rage in people and have people being subjected to death threats. Of course, this would definitely be grounds for a judge in a court of law to say, I am telling you to shut up. And I don't have to be Erica Kirk or George Farmer. Now, violate my order if you want to, girl. That judge needs to lock her ass up if she does. They need to lock her up. If you go out here and say, I'm going to violate a judge's gag order, when you have people out here sending death threats to people you're insinuating has something to do with Charlie Kirk's assassination, and they're being incited by this, you should be gagged. Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. She needs to get a gag order. This can't, man, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Tell me how she still has a YouTube channel after all the hateful bigotry, doxing, harassing others. She has violated every YouTube policy and been reported, but still has a channel. Exactly. YouTube is like, oh, well, you know, she's got 5 million supporters. Let's see how this goes. Even with this, if there is a gag order, guess what? That gag order, Candace Owens, can be submitted to YouTube. And now they can operate on a court's order to take down your videos. Because you have candy asses out here sending death threats to people. And they're doing it at your direction, under your influence. So now that gag order could be given over to YouTube. And then under that gag order, people could say, hey, this video here is insinuating someone involved in this death, and we fear that this person is going to catch a death threat because she can't control her base. Of course not. So yeah, now they're gonna have a good reason to take down a video. You're under gag order. Why are you talking about this? Why are you insinuating yet another person? And she brought that on herself. That's the problem. She's religious. Even that. The problem is that she thinks that only her religion is all that matters, I guess. But I dare you, Candace, to insinuate the Pope in the Vatican. We'll wait. Shout out to you, Candia, my fantastic mod. Thank you so much. I sent over the Cash App. You guys can also see scrolling at the bottom. I just want you all to make sure y'all hit this like button and subscribe to the Lady Luck Club. We're almost done. You all have one more document I want to show. But I saw this coming down the pipeline. I saw this happening 2 weeks ago. And if you guys check out the international headliner Candace Owens playlist, I've already spoken about this. How her words could induce cyber harassment and doxing and bullying because people are now being incited to violence. Australia did the right thing. Why is it so hard for the US to do it? Australia was like, nope. Nope. Bye, Felicia. Like, and her cult followers are eating up everything she is saying. Exactly, KMG. Thank you for the $5 super sticker, Candia. I appreciate it. It will definitely go towards the $25 goal. I appreciate you guys. If you can help towards the goal, that'd be great. It's $25. If not, hit the like button to share this content. That way we can keep these videos up in the algorithm. I appreciate you. S-File said the liberal I was on earlier, a candy has came in and she's is the Joan of Arc of our time. I was like, are you kidding me? What faith? Faith to the devil, Candace? The live, I get you. Okay, sorry. The live you were on. Gotcha. It's okay. Those were her Thomas Sowell days. Oh man, she's not even close to being close to Joan of Arc. George's offshot of Catholic dogma called something. Okay. Trump has never lost a lawsuit. Candace, watch it. He might sue her. Joan fought for Christ. Candace fought for the devil. Exactly. Joan fought in the actual war. Yes, she did. And Candace is creating it. It's God. Joan also was burned as a witch because she could betray her belief that God called upon her. Yeah, they thought that you were a witch back then if you had, um, any spirituality or connection. Y'all hit that like button. Thank you, Candia. Candy asses didn't take long waiting to hear one actually showing up at someone's house or something. It's so crazy. It's so dangerous. Candace is doing the opposite of Joan. I appreciate you all for tuning in. There is Information Man Show's YouTube channel link in the chat. Make sure you all please check out the Information Man Show. Fantastic content creator. Cult mentality, absolutely. I call it the hive mentality as well. Oh, the gay fixation is real. I just be minding my business. Yeah, I mean, everything's faking gay. What do you mean? Why? It doesn't have to be this. Like, stop it, Candace. It's so crazy. They're brainwashed. Yeah, they're gonna catch it now because look what's happening. People are getting death threats, Candace. It's all your fault. Unbelievable. Okay. So I just want to show this last piece of um documentation that I have here with you all. This is, hold on a second. Okay. So if you guys can see this, this is and I pulled this document. This is part of Tyler Robinson's um indictment, and there's a order here based on undecided for probable cause. So this is an order to hold without bail. And you see these types of orders are common in these criminal matters like this. So depending on how heinous the crime is, if you're denied bail, then the judge will sign an order to hold you without bail. Based on the affirmation of Brian Davis, the arresting officer, the undersigned magistrate finds, let me zoom in, that probable cause existed for the arrest without a warrant of Tyler James Robinson. The current offense is a capital felony, and the court finds substantial evidence to support the charge. Therefore, the court orders that Tyler James Robinson is to be held without bail. So, and then you guys see here the affidavit of probable cause. And it gives just kind of a statement from the sheriff, the investigators here, that put that together. And then what you see here is a public safety assessment report. This was done on September 12th of 2025. Now, because Candace keeps going around here saying dumb things and insinuating everyone else except what evidence has pointed to be the actual shooter, because there's no evidence to prove otherwise. Evidence, documentation, not your dumbass conspiracy theories, not your assumptions, documentation and evidence. Whether we agree with everything that was in the indictment or even in the affidavit for probable cause or not is a whole nother discussion. I've asked a few questions myself, but I'm not making assumptions off the top of my head. It's based on the information I'm reading, such as, how did the gun get on the roof? It was never shown in the indictment, nor did it ever show up in the affidavit as far as coming into camera view. But that's a reasonable question most people have asked. And that's because I don't see it in the indictment that I'm reading or in the affidavit for probable cause. But when you have someone that, of course, commits, any type of crime, they assess what type of threat you are to the public. And this public safety assessment is one of those tools that they utilize. So you have Tyler James Robinson here. There's that elevated risk of committing a violent crime, meaning based on what he's already done, is there any threat that is able to be foreseen of him committing another violent crime right now? And they're saying no because he's being held without bail. So as long as he's not on the street, that risk of him committing another violent crime is diminished. Now, it's not to say he won't do something in jail, but I mean, it does at least indicate if we hold him without bail, the chances of him going out and doing something else is significantly reduced, if that makes sense. All right. And then you have the criminal activity scale. He got a 2 out of 6. And then the failure to appear scale is a 1 out of 6. Of course, you have the charges here. They have an aggravated murder, and then you see this code here, PRL5. We'll get to that in a second. And of course, obstruction of justice. And if Candace Owens keeps on with her nonsense, she might catch one of those as well. Candace, you already got candy asses out here sending death threats on your behalf. You can't make this stuff up. Then they have some risk factors here. So based on your age, the current violent offense, do you have any other charges at the time of the offense, any prior convictions of any sort, any prior failure to appear for court, any other previous incarcerations, and that kind of, based on the responses, gives you a sort of a rating on what type of bail conditions they should receive if they get bail. So he's being held without bail. And then the likelihood of you, if you had bail, failing to appear in court. So since he's being held without bail, naturally the likelihood of him failing to appear would be low, which is why you see the number 1. Being held without bail means that there is a high chance he's going to show up for the court hearings. He won't have a choice. Being held without bail also means that the risk of him committing the elevated risk of him committing another criminal offense is low because he's being held without bail. So aside from just the standard questions and information here, the fact that he's being held without bail, he already has a protection order issued against him to protect Erica Kirk and her family and the children, because the crime was committed in the presence of the children in general, but of the children and of Erica Kirk, because I believe she was there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then they have to issue, and most times it's automatic, they issue a protection order for the family. If he were to be released on bail, the last thing they want him to do is to go find her, communicate with her in any shape, form, or fashion. But it would be more difficult for that to happen considering he's in prison. He's in jail. He's not getting out. He's not getting out. They're seeking the death penalty. So here's the rating. You guys see this chart here. And it basically is more of a pretrial release condition. That's what PRL is. And then ROR is release on own recognizance. So basically you will have no conditions, but he's being held without bail. So that's it. And then this is the Utah statute code to which he is being detained without bail here. And this is just some additional information I want to share with you all. So the fact that he has been charged and indicted, he's being held without bail. And so far, the evidence against him points to him committing the crime. It makes you wonder, why would Candace Owens want to say or do anything to combat all of this? Why would she want to say or do anything to make it easier for the defense? And then you got people out issuing death threats against people that you're insinuating are involved, when they have the alleged shooter in jail with a very low risk to public safety because he's there and he does not have a bail. And if you can't prove that anyone else did it, then the logical deduction here is this is the only evidence that's been proven and put out there to show he did it. He's not even fighting that bad. He admitted to it. It would be different if she had documentation and evidence to show something else. But she doesn't. She's taking tips that are being paid, where people are being paid to give her the tip. How credible is that if someone is being paid to tell you something and you're calling that a tip? So I just wanted you all to see this here. This is all pointing to Tyler Robinson. I never said it wasn't. I just don't understand why Candace Owens is working overtime to try to deem him innocent. Yeah. Yeah, because she used the word outfit or vehicle. No one says vehicle. What do you mean? Like men don't say outfits. Yes, they do. What? Oh my God. Y'all, you can't make this up. So this is all I have, you all. Just want to thank you all so much for tuning in. This is a late live, but a good one nonetheless. I am going to be able to break this up since it's less than 2 hours and put out some little, shorter clips and videos from this. But you guys make sure you share this and get it out there, get the likes up, keep this up in the algorithm. And we're going to keep our foot on Candace's neck because now people are going out doing, issuing death threats in her name, and it's just dangerous. Candace Owens is dangerous. If there is a gag order, she deserved it. And she's going to catch lawsuits because people are going to get sick of the false accusations. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much to Kandia, my mod, for the $5 super sticker. I really, really appreciate it. And the support as well. You guys have no idea how much of a blessing it is. So we will be going live tomorrow. I have to work, you all. Thank you. Your hair looks awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. And I will see you on tomorrow afternoon. We're going to be going live with Umar on Saturday. We're going to do a Candace, and then we're going to do a video with Nature Boy. Sunday, we have a special guest, and I will be scheduling that up. Y'all saw Reveal Radio Network came up in the chat and gave us a good like and thumb up. So we're going to have him on Sunday, go over his video he did, which is absolutely it's hilarious and entertaining at the same time. So love you guys. And until then, Lady Luck, deuces.